Ezra, what are you doing? You're not fully rested. Why are you up just eating pizza at 6 a.m? Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my Solar System Legacy Challenge. This is episode 19. We're just here with Maisie at the moment, who is studying her pet hamster so that she doesn't have to worry about doing homework before her first day of school tomorrow. She has managed to reach creativity at level 4 by doing this, which is amazing. She is in an excellent mood, her needs are so high and she's feeling so confident because it hasn't been too long since we last left off, where she just finished her slumber party with her cousins and she had an amazing time. But even though it hasn't been too long since I last left off, something big did happen. So it was quite frustrating actually. As you know, in the last episode, Ezra kept getting phone calls about paying off his student loan and it wouldn't let me do it. So I had to set it up manually and I did make a few payments, but we kept getting phone calls. Like I'd pay off a loan and then we'd get a phone call. And it was just getting so intense that just after I finished recording, I got a notification that the repo man was coming. And yeah, except the repo man didn't actually show up. I couldn't see them in the flat, I couldn't see them here, I couldn't see them like in the world at all or anything like that. But we couldn't save the game. We couldn't like exit. I couldn't go into build mode. I couldn't do anything. And I was stuck in this loop for a little while. I kept like exiting without saving. And it kept happening. It happened so many times. I couldn't work out what to do. The only solution that I could think of was to actually pay off the loans, but we didn't have enough money to pay off the loans. So what I had to do instead was I had to get another loan. Luckily, I have the SimCity loan mod in my game already. So Ezra had to take out a 10,000 simoleon loan so he could pay off all his student debt in one go. Which means at least we won't be getting phone calls about paying off our student debt anymore, but it does mean we have other loans to be repaying. Luckily, it's not quite as much. It's 875 simoleons, and I think it's like every other day you have to pay it off. So we should be able to manage that. We've got 5,000 simoleons in the bank, and Ezra obviously it's his last day tomorrow in the law firm. He's taken it as vacation, but he should still get paid at the end of the day. And then at Tuesday, he will be starting a new job. So we should be completely fine to pay it off, but it was quite frustrating. I had to leave the game and try this so many times to work it out, but I did it in the end, and it means Ezra's his student debt is completely paid off at least. But as you can see, Ezra is feeling pretty tense right now. He's feeling like he is needing a little bit of love. It's been a little while since he broke up with Kitty, and he's feeling like he wants some attention, a little bit of love, a little bit of romance in his life. He has got to want to go on a dream date. So maybe he'll end up meeting someone in the next, like, I don't know, episode or so. I don't have plans for him to like go love hunting in this episode, but who knows, he might bump into someone potentially. But I was thinking it might be nice for us to spend the afternoon out somewhere because Maisie starts school tomorrow. So it'll be like their last day, the two of them completely at home until next weekend. So I thought maybe we could head out to the rec centre. I placed one in the world in another district. Maisie has been a child for like 2 days and she's already at motor level 6. She is definitely Ezra's child. She did inherit his swim champion reward trait because he was the captain of the swim team. So she is naturally a gifted swimmer, and it means that her fitness skill goes up faster, so I'm assuming that is why her motor skill is going up so quickly. But I am thinking we won't stay in and play video games all day. I would like to head out. So these two are going to stop this now and we're going to make our way to the rec centre. These two have made it to the rec centre, but of course straight away they got out the soccer ball, and look at Maisie. She definitely has taken after her dad with all of this fitness and all of her interest in like sports and everything. It's just so perfect. This is like a big part of her generation when she like takes over as heir, so it's really cute to see that she's naturally fitting into that role already, and she's just so like in awe of her dad's skills. And look at her go though, like as I say, she's been a child for like 2 days and she's already got all these football skills. It's insane. But this is the rec centre that I placed from the gallery. There's plenty for us to do here. There's even like a little area for slumber parties, which is so cute. Maybe we can have a little slumber party here one day. We do need to have more for her aspiration anyway, but there's like a little like creativity bit up here that we can do. But I feel like we want to spend a bit of time outside. So Maisie, why don't you come over and play pirate? And then Ezra can come over and he can be like the little sea monster. I love it when they do that together. Elodie is calling for a chat though, so I do feel like Ezra would want to have a chat with his sister. She is like his best friend at this point. Of course he decided to cycle over here because he loves his bike, so I'm not going to complain. He will have a chat with Elodie and then he's going to play as Sea Monster with Maisie. Look how cute she is up here. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I think I want Ezra to get some like candid photos of her as well while she's up here. Look how cute she is. Elodie has spread some juicy gossip about Vinny. Amazing. Now Ezra is feeling super playful because of the family gossip, but he's come down to join Elodie while she plays up here. Oh look, he's such a good dad, isn't he? Like, he puts so much attention into her and I can't tell if she's enjoying this or if she's just ignoring him, but he is giving his all. He is trying. Oh, look at the photo of Maisie. This is such a perfect little shot that we've got, and he got one of her coming down the slide just in time. This is so perfect. There is actually a treehouse here that hasn't been built yet, so Ezra is going to take it upon himself to give this a go, and Maisie is going to come over and join him because obviously we don't have a garden for her to play in. So if he can like help build a treehouse in a local like area for her, then he knows that she can at least come here to hang out. A lot of his childhood he spent outside. Like, he grew up on Mabel's farm for a little while and then in Oasis Springs. Like, he spent a lot of his time outside and it means a lot to him. He is an outdoorsy sim and he loves the outdoors anyway. So I think it's really important to him that his daughter also gets plenty of time outside, but considering the fact they live in an apartment, it's not always going to be possible. So I think he's going to want to do what he can to make sure that she enjoys plenty of her childhood outside. We definitely will not be finishing at this treehouse today though. It might be like a little project that these two can work on over time, but it's already 5:30 and I noticed that Maisie did have a want earlier. It's gone now, but she did have a want to like watch a family movie, so I'm thinking we might head back home. Maybe we can order pizza or another takeaway. We did have pizza last night, so we'll see if we can order something in for dinner and these two can like watch a nice movie together. I think we might head over and do that now, seeing as it is getting a little bit later and we don't want her to go to bed too late tonight. We have ordered from Zoomers this evening and our food hasn't actually taken too long to arrive, so Ezra is going to come over and accept the delivery. We'll have our dinner together and then we'll watch the movie. He's just busy enthusing about video games with Maisie, but we do need to get our dinner. He is quite hungry and oh, there's a neighbour. Oh, he's gone now. Okay, let's stop talking with Maisie. Grab your food. She isn't like overly hungry, but she definitely needs to have dinner. Where did she go? Where is our food? What are you doing, lady? Oh, she's put it in Maisie's room. You can leave now. Okay, thank you for that. Let's give her a tip. And then Ezra, you're not going to go get pizza. No, put the pizza down. Put that away. Maisie is setting the table, so we're going to put our food out and we are going to unload the delivery bag. Once we have said goodbye to this lady, I can't believe she's just let herself in. Actually, I can believe it. Is The Sims. He has given her a tip. And Maisie, you can take a seat now. And these two are just enjoying their Pokeball for dinner from Zoomers. And they're just having a little bit of a chat. Maisie is talking to her dad about like school tomorrow and she's hoping that she can make some friends. Ezra is of course now feeling lustful. He is ready for some woohoo action. It'd be good for him to like find someone that's good for him. Like Kitty was good for like helping him move on from Lucy, showing him that there are other Sims out there, but she just wasn't the Sim for him. So she did like have her place and she did help Ezra out, but she wasn't like the Sim that he needed like long term. So it'd be nice for him to find someone who is a bit more of a long term partner, not necessarily like a forever partner, because as we know, Ezra does still need to break up with a couple of Sims, but good to have someone that is a bit more serious than Kitty was. But we're not going to worry so much now. We want to focus on Maisie, so we're going to watch Lost Dog's Journey Home. Maisie has decided she didn't want to sit there. Maisie, can you sit down instead of standing up? This is so cute. Look at them cuddling while watching the movie. Oh, I love this. And the way he's like looking at her. They're so sweet. I did notice they got a really interesting moodlet from eating the poke bowl because it was with a freshly caught fish. So they're feeling extra focused right now from the extra omega-3s and the boosting nutrients. But we're not really going to do anything with it because it's bedtime soon, but we are just enjoying the movie, and Maisie is just chatting with her dad. She's talking about all her toys. Oh, and now she's shushing him. She's like, stop talking, Dad. I'm trying to focus on the movie, and he's getting quite tired, bless him. It won't be too long for bed, Ezra. I'm not too sure what I want to do with him tomorrow, actually, because Maisie will obviously be at school, so we'll see if maybe Ezra could meet someone. It would be nice if he could meet his neighbours. Like, we saw a fleeting moment of one of them running into the apartment, so maybe tomorrow he can like knock on the apartment doors, see if he can meet some of his neighbours. But oh, Ezra's gained the parenting skill from hanging out with Maisie. That's so sweet. He can now give timeouts, and he will have more information on how his advice will impact his child's development. He's at parenting level 4. Oh, and they've gained a sentiment. You're so fun to be around. I really enjoy spending time with you, and I hope you feel that way about me too. I love them. Ezra's getting all emotional about the movie. It has finished now, so Maisie, you can head off to bed. She's not overtired, but she does need to get ready for school tomorrow. And are they jokesters? I'll give them jokesters for now. I hope something like close will come up or supportive eventually, but they didn't actually have a dynamic before, so I will accept that for now. So they do have a dynamic, but I'm sure eventually they'll get like close or something like that. But Ezra is going to make sure he comes in to tuck Maisie to sleep before he heads off to bed himself. It's quite early, but he is pretty tired. I love this animation so much when they tuck the child into bed. So sweet. Maisie has woken up this morning feeling pretty angry. I wonder if it's because it's an early start to get ready for school. She's like, I can't believe I have to wake up so early for school. As we know, as a child, she never liked sleep. She didn't like wake up time. She didn't like bedtime. She just liked being awake. So maybe that's continued now. She is just gonna get herself sorted though, and probably have some leftovers for breakfast. Ezra's up. I did not realise that Ezra was up. Ezra, what are you doing? You're not fully rested. Why are you up just eating pizza at 6 a.m? Go back to bed. Oh my gosh. I mean, maybe he just wanted to be up to like be with Maisie, ready for her first day of school. She is gonna be coming over, as I say, just to get some leftovers. She's gonna have some fruit salad, whereas her dad had leftover pizza. But I guess he wanted to be up for her first day. But then he can definitely go back to sleep after, because otherwise he'll be passing out at like 3 in the afternoon again. I think he's gonna try and cheer her up and tell her a funny story, try and get her in a better mood, ready for school today. He's going to ask her about her day, ask her if she's looking forward to going to school. Maybe he'll also teach her about responsibility and about how like important it is to go to school. But oh my god, look at the way she's looking at him. She's got no time. I don't think she's a morning person. I think that's what it is. I don't think she's a morning person. Look at the way she's giving her dad the jet stare right now. She's literally glaring at him. She is feeling much better now though. She's feeling focused after receiving some nice advice. He probably told her about his first day of school, but I've noticed she keeps getting a want to become friends with Malia, so I'm definitely going to pin that in, because she's not got like a super strong relationship with her, but she is really close with Orson and Jorge and Elodie, so she's like, I should probably get to know my other aunt as well. I would also really like her to become close with Valerie. Like, she's so close with Craig because he stayed with us, but she's not as close with Valerie, so it'd be nice if maybe they can come over this afternoon after her first day of school. Ezra's just given her a hug before she goes off to school. It's 8 a.m. now, so she'll be heading off any moment. Before she does, she is telling her dad a deep secret. Maybe she's telling him about like everything she wants to do at school today, but he's like, he can't stop hugging her. He's like, oh, you're growing up too fast. She is heading off now though, and Ezra, you can go back to sleep for a few hours. His energy's already half down, but we've got our first load of bills. Luckily, they're not too expensive, so I'll get Ezra to pay those off once he's woken up. And I am going to have Maisie make some friends. I think she really, really wants to make a few friends at school today. Ezra is up now. It is about midday. He's feeling super lustful. I'm going to have him shower and then go and pay the bills. And I was going to have him go and meet the neighbours, but there's actually someone out here. So hopefully she stays out here until we can come out. It may not be the best idea introducing himself to a neighbour when he is super lustful right now, but he did want to meet a few neighbours and it looks like they got good first impressions with each other. He thinks that she is strong-minded and she thinks that he is responsible, and he also thinks she is extremely attractive. I wonder if that's because he's feeling lustful right now. But this is actually a sim created by Sims Boo. I did have a few of my friends create sims that I placed in this world, and I also placed them in Bretchester, and I'm going to keep placing them wherever we move. And so he's just happened to bump into Boo's sim right now. She is actually living with someone else's sim. I can't remember who it is. When I see the sim, I'm hoping I will remember. If not, I'll check the gallery. But I did have her move in with someone, so she's not here by herself. Who has learned that she is ambitious, and they've gained a sentiment already. Oh my god, just so much fun to be around. Well, it seems that they've hit it off quite well, and I would like to meet our other neighbours as well. And here we go. Here is the other sim. This is Piper Snow. We'll give her a polite introduction as well. She was created by Ella, and we have learned that Raylan is high maintenance. Oh, was that a good first impression? It looked like a good one and then a negative one afterwards. So Piper, we think, is adventurous. She thinks we're a little bit weird. Maybe the fact we've just come out here and just started talking to them. She's like, bit weird, but okay. He does see her as very attractive as well. Of course, he's attracted to the two neighbours. But it looks like Maisie is making friends at school today, which is amazing. Is Ezra an insider? No, I don't think he is. I keep rejecting his self-discovery. I just don't see it. We've also learned that Raylan is clumsy as well. We've learned 3 of her traits. I think she has only got 3 traits. But we'll see if we can see if she's got a career or anything like that. And we also want to get to know Piper as well. We have learned that Raylan is unemployed, so maybe eventually we can encourage her to look into her own career. But there is a child that's just around there. She's not at school today. Naughty. But at least we know that Maisie's got a child that's living near that she can maybe become friends with. But as we were talking about Valerie earlier, she is calling, so we are going to say hi. Maybe she is calling to say, oh, you mentioned about coming over. Is that still alright if I come over later this afternoon? So he's just going to have a chat with his mum, and then we'll invite her over. Maybe we'll bring Esme as well. We'll see if Valerie and Esme want to come over. We did say about Malia as well, but I think maybe we can save that for another day. We can't actually ask anyone to chat here or on this apartment. I wonder if it's because we don't actually know who lives there yet. So I guess we'll just chat with these two for now. We have got along quite nicely with them already. And Ezra, once again, is wanting some pizza. We're not going to get some pizza. We'll wait for your mum to come over. Then you can have a nice meal with her. Maisie has met Isabella while at school. I think she is actually the neighbour who was here. So maybe she just had to run home on her lunch break or something. But Ezra has actually just got a pop-up saying he finds Raylan extremely attractive. We already knew he did, and also I just accepted that he likes gossip. Fair enough if Ezra is a bit of a gossip, but he is feeling really attracted to Raylan right now. I'm not going to be flirty because we do have her roommate Piper here as well, but that's something interesting that we can consider. But here's Isabella again. I knew it was her who lived there, and Maisie has finished school and she wants to invite over Jenna Tinker. She's looking pretty funky. She is just your typical townie, but Maisie is back from school now and she has got her friend, so she's going to come over, talk to her while we have got our other neighbour that we can say hi to. So this is Marco Ricci. He is Isabella's father, so he is living in this apartment over here. So we're going to say hi to him. We think Marco is responsible. He thinks we're a little bit unreliable, but we do have amazing compatibility, and of course Ezra finds him very attractive. Ezra is just attracted to everyone at this point, honestly. He is Valerie's son after all. But I am thinking, as much as, oh, there's our other neighbour. Oh no, he's gone in there. We saw his name was Ben Lopez though, so it'd be nice to say hi to him at some point. But I think we are going to invite over Valerie now. Maisie's friend Jenna is feeling really sad right now, but their friendship has gone up so much already. I love that she's made a friend. If we do stay friends with Jenna, I will give her a makeover because she's looking a little bit funky. She has got the potential to be cute, but that makeover is not quite right. But Valerie has made it over, so we're going to come and say hi to her. She's coming over anyway to have a chat with us. Oh, she's fishing for compliments. Of course she is. And Esme is here too. We're going to impersonate our family member. Maybe we'll like do an impression of Valerie. But Ezra, why don't you come over and make some food? Raylan is heading off. Maybe she's seen that we've got like family over, so she's like, I should probably head off now. We have got our other two neighbours that are still here, Piper and Marco, so we should probably ask them to head off now. We had a nice chat with them earlier, but as we have got our family over, I don't really just want them like wandering around the house. So Maisie is going to come in with her friend and Valerie and Esme and just have a chat on the sofa with them. Ezra has made almost 300 simoleons on his day off, which is so perfect. It means we can officially quit our job now. He has made some dinner, but you're not going to eat it. You're going to wait and call everyone to the meal. I do think we're going to send Maisie's friend home so that we can have like a nice family meal with everyone. So Ezra is going to call everyone to the meal. They're already like sat at the table waiting, but we are going to call them over and hopefully they will come and help themselves. We've got Piper is asking for food, and here's our other neighbour Ben, so I would like to come and say hi to him if he's still out here later, but for now we are just spending time with our family. It would just be a bit weird if Ezra stopped having dinner just to introduce himself to a neighbour, so if he's still out here later then we'll say hi, but for now we want to focus on our nice family meal. This is Maisie's first day of school and Ezra wants to make like a big deal out of it. He is going to ask her about school and check in with her and see how her first day went. Of course Valerie is over here just joking around. She is a goofball, so it makes perfect sense. And now Maisie is taking after her and making funny faces. See, this is why I thought goofball would have been a good trait for her, but I do like that we ended up going for adventurous instead. Everyone is now playing some video games because it is an interest of Valerie's as well as Ezra's, and as we know, Maisie is starting to get into gaming and Esme enjoyed playing the other day, so I feel like this is a nice little activity for them to all bond over and spend some time with each other. Oh my goodness, Lucy has just called Ezra and said that she's found a ring in her boyfriend's bag and she's calling Ezra to ask what she should do. I feel like this is going to be really hard for Ezra because, like, obviously they have a lot of memories, but I feel like she's checking in to be like, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should do it? And I think Ezra knows, you know, like, he and Lucy aren't getting back together. They just can't. So I think he's gonna be like, yeah, I think you should do it. I think you should. And I can't believe Lucy's getting engaged. Oh, I'm so conflicted for how to feel. Like, I'm really happy for her, but it's also sad because it's like, you know, they're not getting back together. We know they're not. They can't. But it's like, this is like officially saying they're not getting back together if she's going to get married to someone else. But he's like, yeah, you should go for it. And she's like, of course, what was I thinking? Maybe part of her was like hoping that he'd say, no, don't do that. But he said yes, and she's like, yeah, of course, you're right, I should. And after his call with Lucy, now he's feeling lustful because he's thinking about her. Of course. Right, I think we are going to have Ezra clean up, and Maisie does need to get herself sorted for bed. She's going to go use the toilet, play in the bath, and then she does actually have a school project to do. So I'm going to put that out probably here so that she's got this to do at any point if she wants to. And we've got her like her first day of school picture. We're going to put it over here with the other pictures that she did as a toddler. In case you're new to my series as well, what I like to do with my children's Sims is let them do their homework if they want to, if they set it up themselves. So I don't always set up their homework unless I feel like it's really in character. Oh my god, Maisie! Oh my goodness, did she rage quit again? She did, from being a sore loser. That's so funny. But as I was saying, she might do her homework of her own accord, but I like to leave it to them to decide if they're going to do it. So we'll see if she ends up doing her homework. But Valerie is heading off now. I imagine Maisie will be shortly behind. I would like to meet our other neighbour, but we can't actually invite him to hang out because we don't know him yet. So I'm wondering if we should ask to chat with Raylan. Oh, I was going to say Raylan and Piper, but I've just clicked Raylan for now. I mean, he is feeling lustful. He is just have a little bit of self-woohoo right now because why not? But you know, he did find her extremely attractive. I don't think he's gonna go crazy and just like woohoo with his neighbour. But it is interesting. Oh, he's here. We can come and say hi to Ben. Let's come and give him a polite introduction. Ezra is just out here at the moment having a chat with Raylan because Maisie's getting herself sorted for bed and he wanted to come say hi to her. But Ben is over here and he is feeling a little bit bored, but we're going to come and say hi, get to know him as well. And then I think that means we've met all of our like adult neighbours. There is obviously Isabella next door and she has got a brother, but I don't think Ezra is as worried about introducing himself to Ben. But we have got Ben, who we've got amazing compatibility with. We see him as extremely attractive, okay? So we've got Ben and Raylan, who we find extremely attractive, which is super interesting. We think he's emotionally expressive, but he thinks we're a little bit clingy. Maybe it's because he came out of the apartment and Ezra like ran over and he's like, whoa dude, chill out a little bit. But Maisie came out to ask her dad for some advice. She said, last recess, no one wanted to play with me. I just climbed around on my own. If that happens again, what should I do? Ask other kids if you can join in. You know you're a confident girl. You did make a few friends today, so don't worry so much about it. But she is heading off to bed now. It is almost 10 p.m. She is pretty tired, but Ezra is just having a chat with both Ben and Raylan. I can't believe he finds them both attractive, and he's over here feeling lustful, talking to two Sims he finds extremely attractive. This could be really interesting. And Ezra has now got a pop-up about Ben, and he's feeling so flirty from seeing an attractive Sim. Oh my goodness. They are both just saying goodbye to Ezra for now because he is pretty tired. He is going to go use the bathroom, but he can't actually sleep because this must be Piper in here because Raylan is out here and Piper's the only other Sim there. So, I mean, Ezra did find Piper very attractive, but she's clearly seeing someone else and he has got these two Sims that he finds extremely attractive. This is gonna be so interesting. It's too noisy for Maisie to sleep, so she's decided she wants to come and play some dolls. She is feeling pretty angry, but it's being overwhelmed by the playful. Okay, now it's not. Now she's feeling really angry. And Ezra is also feeling pretty angry too. I think he just came in here to hit her doll. But while it is in my mind, I do need to make sure Ezra quits his job because I don't want him going into work tomorrow. And then I'm thinking tomorrow he will have a day to like think, what should I do? What career should I join next? I'm not going to have him join one this late at night, but he is calling into work and officially quitting his job. I wonder if I have Maisie ask Ezra to put her to sleep, if she'll be able to go to bed without having to worry. So she is going to ask to be put to bed. Both Ben and Raylan are letting themselves into the apartment. Maisie did see that, but she knows that her dad has been chatting with neighbours all night, but I can't believe they both just came in. Raylan's playing video games and Ben is just talking to our hamster. But did that work? Oh no, it didn't. But the neighbours have quietened down now, so Maisie can go off to bed. And Ezra will come and tuck her in again to sleep. I didn't even have to set it up. He's already doing it. And then he will definitely need to head to sleep himself as well. We should probably say goodnight to the neighbours. So let's come and sit here first and say goodnight to them and then head off to bed. But I can't believe he finds them both extremely attractive. Like, what are the odds? He's got his risk of losing his hungry for love lifestyle. I don't think he has to worry when he's got two options sat right next to him. As you can see, Ezra is pretty exhausted. So I do think this is a good note to end the episode on. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It will mean so much to me and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone.